special edition of This is Arlington. I'm Madison Rutherford.
And I'm Marie Seichner.
Today's episode is one that highlights the AHS Fine Arts Department.
From media, instrumental, and vocal music, art, and theater, we have lots of students to shine light on today.
Let's kick it off with the AHS Media Department.
As students a part of the media department here at Arlington High School, we are very proud of what we have been able to accomplish over the past 3 years.
With numerous rewards and achievements, including the 2023 Best Television Station, Grace and I are proud to present your AHS Tiger Life Media Department.
I think we are very spoiled with our fine arts program.
We have advanced equipment and students really have the ability to do whatever they want to do.
Our program offers more media arts classes than any other high school in the state, possibly the country. We just have so many specialized classes to tailor to very specific needs, and you won't find that anywhere else.
Being at Arlington, it's given me a lot of opportunities that you can say a lot of schools really don't have when it comes to the film program and news. If you have an idea or something that they have, the teachers here will really support you with whatever that idea is, and they'll help push you to that goal.
The reason we have the best media program, not just in our district, but probably even in Tennessee, is the experience that you get here, the things that you'll learn, and just the equipment that we have.
I think at the end of the day, a lot of the fine arts are about problem solving. Really. Not your standard like mathematics problem, but we have to make this project. What are the steps we have to take to do it? What are the obstacles we have to overcome? And so much of students' lives after this, no matter what you go into just in life, is problem solving.
It's not just a media class, it's not just taking videos. You get to be hands-on in really any of the classrooms, especially with art, with TV, with theater. You get to be in it. You don't just get to be a part of it.
It's just taught me how to effectively communicate with people. You know, I have to sit there and manage a whole group of students and stuff, trying to produce a show, and having to be on top of your work and on top of other people, making sure they're doing the right thing and we're all pushing towards the same goal.
It's really true that teamwork does make the dream work. You know, you have to work as a team to get the big job done.
This class is the best class you will ever take. Everybody could always talk about how fun it is, but the things that you learn in this class, you will look back who knows how long, and you'll remember these friends that you made, and you'll take these things that you've learned, and I guarantee you will use it at every single job.
Our AHS Tiger Life team works hard behind the scenes to bring you live streams featuring sports, music, and more. All student run here at AHS. Let's take a look.
My name is Bella Hallam.
My name is Emily Eichert.
My name is John Houghton.
My name is Rachel Bateman. I wanted to take sports media because I had already taken media production and I thought the class sounded interesting.
I wanted to take sports media because I already took intro to media with Ms. Archibald, and she actually recommended to take it, and it just sounded really interesting.
First of all, I love sports. I was a big athlete in high school, and so that got me really interested in teaching this class. But just coming to Arlington, seeing that there was a media arts opening, I've done some media arts in my past, like graphic design and things like that, so I thought it would be fun. I look forward to the different opportunities I get during live streaming because I get to try out different positions.
Live streaming is basically you have to get there pretty early and set up for a lot, but then once you really get into it, you kind of just watching how everything plays out. Normally it just kind of varies of what position you're doing versus like camera, you're just filming the whole thing, or like commentator, you're talking about all the plays.
We do sporting events and a few art performances, but we stream it online on YouTube, and you can watch it live wherever you are.
So my role in live streaming, I am the replay operator. Every time you see a replay of like a cool play, that's me doing it. It's important because, you know, some people want to see things again. Some people want to see cool plays.
Live streaming is such an important part to the class because we have AHS Tiger Life, which so many people watch that and they want to, like, you know, if they go back to past live streams, or honestly, live streams can help with like different packages you're trying to do if you're trying to find certain B-roll, or it can also help like coaches if they want to go find different plays.
We talked to 2 students here at AHS about what art means to them. Let's take a look.
The fashion right now is so like crazy. Usually there's like trends for certain periods of time, but recently because of social media, we all have access to so many different kinds of fashion.
If you're an artist, you see the art and everything, down to like the architecture of these walls to, like, you know, the clothes on the rack at stores. It can just help you with so much.
And so our fashion has evolved to personal expression. And so art's a form of personal expression. Fashion's a form of personal expression. Why not combine the two? Because you can tell a lot through both. And I've just kind of always been interested in both, so why not?
Just like working on it every day, I would say. And really just knowing what I needed to work on the longest, what was going to take the longest in each piece could really help me narrow down a timeline of knowing when I was going to be able to complete something.
Miss Anderson has been a huge help, just like supporting wise. So she'll tell you, like, if she knows you can do better, she'll push you to do better.
She's been the best. She knows when a piece needs to be worked on a little more, even if she won't tell you directly what needs to be done. She'll be like, why don't you work on this a little bit more?
The biggest challenge has been the deadlines. I have barely met any deadlines, but I got them done, and that's the important thing.
Now let's take a look at our AHS theater and choir departments.
Arlington High School has an amazing theater department. We all put so much work into it and so much effort, and yeah, we spent like countless days, countless nights, minutes, hours putting on the performances that we did. People around you want to do good and you want to do good, and so you just have to trust that they are going to put forth their best effort, and I don't think that they would have been in the cast and been put in the position if they weren't trustworthy and couldn't do what they were asked to. I think we all did phenomenal. I think each night got better. I think we all grew in confidence as a cast, and I don't think we could have put on a better show. This was an amazing experience. I'm so upset that it's over. I've been kind of bittersweet all week. So I've never done a production, I've never done acting, but I've done singing before on stage. So definitely I improved a lot on like acting skills and memorizing lines. And I also got to use a part of my voice that I don't usually use. I'm usually a big loud singer, and I had to use a prettier part of my voice that's, you know, more operatic, and so that was definitely like hard for me, but I definitely think it was all good in the end. Oh, I love Mr. G. He was amazing, amazing director. He made me feel stress-free, which is nice, because I've never done that before. Yeah, he was amazing. He built a relationship with all of us that, you know, was very important. He, you know, built our trust, and he just made rehearsals fun. It was going to be fine because I was going to have a good time with Mr. G and with the cast, and he was going to make me laugh and all the things. So, yeah. And I also had to push a cart around the stage the whole time, so making sure that pathways were gonna work. I was able to like move around, set pieces, so that's what stressed me out, but we all pulled through in the end. And so I think I just want everyone to take away that like we have an amazing theater department, and if you were nervous about auditioning for a musical or a play, then you shouldn't be, because we're welcoming and we're fun and we're good and we're gonna have so much fun and we're gonna welcome you with open arms.
So A Major is a class of, it's a small class of 16 students, a course that is designed to expose students to a higher skill level and a different style and type of music.
I had been friends with people in jazz like years prior, and I'd always hear them talk about it, so I've always thought it was like super interesting.
I'm in it because I really wanted to like push myself musically, so like I auditioned, didn't think that I was going to get in, but I got in, so I'm really glad that I got in.
The best way I can describe it's a family. I mean, everybody in there is pretty close together. It can be kind of shaky at the beginning of the year with everybody getting to know each other, but I mean, over the year, you just build those bonds.
Music is kind of the great connector. Having a class that allows bonds to be formed like jazz and allowing us to really come together to create music and not just be in this choir, like it just brings us all closer than I think any other choir could.
And I'm getting closer with people that I never thought I'd be close to. But like as a new person coming in, you don't feel like a new person. We all weave together, and it's actually like super nice to have a welcoming community like that.
Because we're in that smaller group, I think it can be a little more friendly and laid back sometimes than a larger class is.
I love Mr. Chipman. He's very personal. He is very involved with the students, and he wants to make sure everybody is doing what's best for themselves.
Overall, I would say this year my students in all of my classes are really, really top notch.
Getting ready for the concert is going really well. I think that we are at a better state than we were in previous years, so I think that's because we just have like higher level musicians than we had in the past.
We're actually way further along than we normally are at this stage, and so I'm actually really excited. I think our concert's going to be really good this year. We have some great repertoire. I think it's going to be really good.
Jazz is just great. I love being in jazz, so I wish I could stay in it longer, but I got to graduate, so yeah.
One student here at AHS has made many major accomplishments within the orchestra department. Let's take a look.
Marion is probably one of the best musicians I've come across, not just as a teacher, but just in my entire life as a musician.
So I've been playing violin for the last 12 years. I'm in the symphony orchestra and I am in the all-girl jazz choir. So last year I was in a little bit of an instrument slump, I guess you can say. I wasn't really as motivated on my primary instrument, the violin, as I usually did. But last year I had to take the choir course because it's required for the pay requirements, but seeing that new perspective of singing and using your voice helped me translate it to stuff on the violin, so it's just intertwined. Like even though it's different, it's really the same, and it can help you like learn your instrument more. So I participate in the Memphis Youth Symphony program. Relatively, the best players in all the areas come there and create music together.
But the best thing about her isn't necessarily the talent, it's the fact that she also has the work ethic to back it up. So she has the natural ability and she works hard, which is really the complete package from a musician standpoint.
I've earned my spot in the Memphis Youth Symphony program and here as first chair in both of those orchestras, and so basically that typically means that you're the top highest placing violinist in the area in school, and so you have the privilege to sit right up front next to the conductor.
Finding the joy in what she's doing, like practicing in general is just hard and tedious, but finding the joy in your playing is the why we do what we do.
Thanks, Reese and Sophie. The Arlington High School Tiger Band has a long history of accolades for their marching band. This year, they won numerous awards for their marching show titled Mesmerized, but also their performances during their concert season has given them distinctions as one of the top bands in the state. I had a chance to catch up with one member of the band who shared with me how being a part of this band has impacted his life. For Chris Betancourt, music is everything.
It's like I want to push to be the best I can, but I also want to push to be able to play these super cool pieces.
It's been a long journey for the 2024 Arlington High School graduate. Betancourt got his start in music in the 5th grade when the middle school band toured his elementary school. From then, Chris decided that he loved band. Then it came time for high school. When I sat down with Chris, he admitted that he was pretty hesitant about continuing band in high school.
When I went to high school, I never planned on doing marching band, but I thought I would try it out for freshman year, and that was the year that it was COVID, so nothing was normal. And I was like, well, I might as well stick it out and try a normal marching year, and then I loved it. And so I've just stuck with it ever since.
As the sound of the drums ring through the football stands Friday nights, you might have seen Chris with his euphonium marching in the band. While Chris is just one member that makes up the more than 100-member ensemble, being a part of this group has given him many opportunities. In this year's marching show, Chris got the chance to have dance solos throughout the performance, but when he isn't on the football field, you can see him performing solos during the concert season, something he described as a very intimate experience.
If you were at a concert and I had a solo, I could express my emotions in like a different and more impactful way, I guess. And that's the joy of it. You know, you can communicate to people who don't speak the same language, who don't know anything about your life, but you can express different ideas and emotions to them.
And as Chris said, music really does benefit you. And you might be wondering, how can learning music like this impact me? Well, according to a recent study, it showed that learning music can actually help with math abilities to help you solve problems just like this one. And the good news is that if you're interested in any of the music programs at the high school, you can join right now.
Even if you have a small interest in music, small interest in band, choir, you know, orchestra, all of our music people are great. All of them. Mr. Simpson, Mr. Shermer, and Mr. Chipman, fantastic teachers.
Reporting in Arlington.
It just makes me happy.
No assertion. This is Arlington.
The big and bold, the Arlington High School Tiger Marching Band.
And if you're interested in joining any music program at the school, just talk to your grade level counselor. If you would like to join the band, just talk to or email Mr. Simpson or Shermer. This year, Chris also played for a professional drum corps in Atlanta. And once he graduates, he plans to join the United States Navy and play for the band, so we certainly hope the best for Chris. And also, we certainly hope for the best for Madison, too. She had to step out to take an AP exam, so we hope wherever she is that she's going to do great on her exam and she's going to rock it.
Absolutely.
Yep, so I'm just filling in for her on the close. So I just got a quick question for you, Reese. How have you liked being in fine arts?
I absolutely love it. I feel like we have a lot of equipment that other schools don't, so I think it's really nice.
Yeah, it's so fun. And it's also so fun working with all these people, and you get to work with the Reese Eichner.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have for This is Arlington.
Remember to turn on post notifications to find out when we release new episodes.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next school year.